Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this lovely fascinator. But before we get into that, I would like to say a big thank you to all our subscribers, and for those just joining us, you are most welcome to the Ventcraft channel. We hope to say thank you in our next video because we are sure you would click that subscribe button. And everyone, please do ensure you like, comment and share this video. In the last video, I showed you how I covered this mold with sellotape. Now I'm getting ready to use it to mold. So the first thing you do is you have to put your oil base. I'm using hair cream in this instance so that you'll be able to take off the mold once it's dry. So after you're done with that, the next thing you do, of course, you cover your work table. I make use of nylon bags to do that. And I couldn't find my brush, so this is another alternative. So I got a foam, the foam we normally use to put inside cloth and all that, or you can use it for pillows, throw pillows. Anyway, so that's the foam. So I'm using it to dab the this is cinnamon that I have, black cinnamon, and I've cut it into size. Of course, you already know how to cut your cinnamon into size. If you do not know, do let me know in the comment section below. So I'm just dabbing it. I noticed it was a bit thick, so no, rather it's almost finishing, but I think I would make it lighter when next I use it, because I had to finally spray after it dried with a black car paint spray. Now this is the stiffener that I'm making use of. Okay, I'm not using top bond in case you think it's top bond. No, it's stiffener that I poured into it, then mixed with little water to do this. All right, okay, now getting back to the mold that we covered up with sellotape. Now I know that the person that I bought mold from, I know there was a time she was telling me that the mold needs air to breathe. So I don't know whether this sellotape method might be okay, but what do you think? I think it's okay, because I think I've covered one before like that and left it and nothing happened. But do let me know in the comment section below what you think about covering it with sellotape. To me, it's like an easy way, and you don't have nylon bags sticking out and all that, and you have to remove the nylon. So many load. Anyway, keep watching and learning. Okay, so let's get our thumbtacks ready to begin to mold or to block the fascinator. So how many times do you use your thumbtack? I get to use it more than once most times, especially if it's not rusted and if I'm not molding with padded or interfacing, because that one needs it to be easy to penetrate. Do you understand? Okay, so what you do is you place your cinnamon. Can you see how I place the other one adjacent to it? Now it helps to make it not to be see-through per se, closing the patterns. All right, now I'm checking to ensure that it will all close up perfectly well. And once it's done, what you need to do is you're gonna do north, south, east and west. Now this ensures that once you're through with molding your once you're through with blocking, your fascinator comes out smooth. You don't have comma anywhere or rumples. And so after you have done your north, south, east and west, the next thing you're going to do is to grab in between those places. Now when you're grabbing in between those places, you apply pressure. Even when you're doing the north, south, when you do not the south, you drag it, do you understand, to make it firm. So you can see I'm dragging it right now to do all the in-betweens, to put my thumb tag. I'm sure if you've watched me molding before, you already know this basis, but if you do not, watch and learn. see how smooth it is? Okay, I thought it was a bit too much, so I was damping it, but of course, I guess I didn't do it well. So now it's time to clear up the thumbtacks that are remaining. You don't want them falling on the floor and injuring anyone. And you take this out to the sun to dry. So I'm turning it because I'm going to place this nylon on the base outside where I'm going to put it. So here is our padded, and the width of this is 2.5 inches. Okay, and I need a total length of 55 inches. That's why I'm joining the pieces to this, so that I'll get a total length of 55 inches. Now you're going to be getting the same material. What I used was sequence, and so sequence is going to be 2.5 times 5, and that will give you what? 5 inches. So your lace, your sequence is going to be your sequence lace is going to be 5 inches, and the length is going to be 55 inches. What I also did was to get a black taffeta, which measured the same. Why? Because the sequence was see-through, so I had to do that first of all. So you're going to cut that material, and I will show you how you place them on each other. You turn it reverse side and sew it, and turn it inside out. I'm saying all this now because some parts were jumped because I had some challenges while creating this design, and so I couldn't record some parts, but I'm just explaining. So I'm just using this time as I'm sewing this to tell you what you are going to do with that. Okay, so keep watching and learning. Okay, so here is the full length, and I'm going to give it a cut. Please take note, I finally made it curve, not slanting, as you see me cutting it now. I'm going to cut it slanting like this, but I made it to curve. Okay, so you're going to do this to the two edges. Okay. Now the next thing you want to do is take your millinery hat wire, or your millinery wire or hat wire, and you're going to be sewing it. This is the 1.5 millimeter hat wire. You're going to be sewing it to the edges of this padded. You can see, if you look at it, you can see this padded is a bit thick. Is what you can use to do a light duvet. So I'm going to be sewing it all the way around. So keep watching and learning. Take note, of course, that in some areas you would have to curve the hat wire, so you bend it to take the shape. So here is the sequence I was telling you about, and it's 5 inches by the width, okay, and by the length it is 55 inches. So this is how you're going to place the taffeta on it, and you're going to reverse it like this and sew it all the way down. Okay, so this is what we just did. Can you see how it is? Can you see I changed it to a curve? So you can see the hat wire sewn all around like so, and I folded it to cover the hat wire to get me the exact measurement finally, which I used. But this is how you sew it all the way around. Okay, and this is the sequence. I have turned it already to the right side, and now what I'm doing is I'm pushing in the sewn padded with the hat wire. I'm pushing it into the sequence material. Keep watching and learning. course, when you're done, you have to sew the edges to close it all up. Okay, so here I am sewing what I just showed you to the fascinator base. Now the fascinator base, remember, it was cinnamon. I first of all sewed the Alice band to the cinnamon fascinator base, and then excuse me, I covered it with a suede material. So now I'm sewing this to the edges. Sorry, I should have turned it the other way. Now if you look carefully, you will see that this particular sequence top that I'm sewing to it is a bit more flexible than what you saw. Why? Because I first of all tried using boning to put inside, so you can see it's very soft. But after I finished, I noticed the boning was just shaking. When you wear the fascinator, it was shaking, it wasn't firm. So that's why I now changed it to what you saw me do using the hat wire. Now the hat wire makes it firm, it doesn't shake, and it takes the exact shape that you want. So I decided to just show you this because I didn't record it again when I finally did the right thing, but the same way of how you sew it to the fascinator base is exactly what I'm doing here. So keep watching and learning. Another thing you should take note of is don't use black thread like you can see me doing. That's another thing that I saw that was wrong. I wasn't seeing it. I don't know why the lighting didn't show. But the best to use is fishing line. It makes it invisible, and so you don't see it on the material at all. So that's what I also changed. I passed it round like this and finally sewed it to the other side, and that's how I made this lovely fascinator. So what do you think about it? Which kind of occasion would you use this kind of fascinator to go to? Do let me know in the comment section below. And if you gained value from this video, please do give me a thumbs up. And also, if you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button and the bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. And then you can check out this next video also to see another design and how to make it. Thank you for watching.